Hello everyone. So today we are gonna study muscles of mastication. So there are four main muscles: masseter, temporalis, lateral pterygoid, medial pterygoid. So masseter is quadrilateral in shape and the origin is diaphragmatic arch. Okay, and the insertion is lateral surface of ramus of mandible. So as you can see in the photo, this is the origin and then this is the insertion, that is the lateral surface of ramus of mandible. And moving on, the nerve supply is mesenteric nerve, a branch of anterior division of mandibular nerve. No need to remember that it is a branch of anterior division of mandibular nerve. You should know the nerve supply is done by the mesenteric nerve, that is a branch of the mandibular nerve. And even if you only remember mandibular nerve, it will take care of it. Moving on, it is going to elevate the mandible. Coming to the temporalis, that is fan shaped. So the origin is temporal fossa, excluding the zygomatic bone and temporal fascia. And the insertion is the coronoid process and the ramus of the mandible. As you can see here, I'll show you. This is the temporalis muscles and the origin is from the temporal fossa, excluding the zygomatic bone and the temporal fascia, and the insertion is into the coronoid process and ramus of mandible. Two deep temporal branches from anterior division of mandibular nerve. Now you don't have to remember all of this, just remember mandibular nerve and that will take care of it. Action, it is going to elevate the mandible. Retraction. Coming to lateral pterygoid. So lateral pterygoid has got upper head and lower head. As you can see in the photo, the lateral pterygoid plate. I hope you can see the lateral pterygoid plate. And then here this is the upper head and then this is the lower head. So both of them fuse and become one. So the insertion is one, but we have two origins over here, as you can see. So upper head is going to come from the infratemporal surface and the greater wing of the sphenoid bone. And the lower head is going to come from the lateral surface of the lateral pterygoid plate. And it is going to go into the pterygoid fovea and capsule of TMJ. A branch from the anterior division of mandibular nerve. No need to remember all of this, just remember mandibular nerve. And action, it is going to depress mandible, protrude mandible. Moving on, at last we have pterygoid muscle. Pterygoid muscle origin is medial surface of the lateral pterygoid muscle and insertion is medial surface of the ramus of the mandible. Now wherever you see ramus of the mandible, for example in the masseter there is lateral surface of the ramus of the mandible, temporalis is coronoid process and ramus of the mandible, and here in medial pterygoid we have medial surface of ramus of the mandible. So now it is very confusing with surface or what. So instead of that, it is okay if you just remember mandible or ramus of mandible. That will take care of it, but if you can remember these surfaces, that will be very good. Coming to the nerve supply, obviously remember the mandibular nerve only, and the action is it is going to elevate mandible and protrude mandible. So now coming here, I'll show you the medial pterygoid muscle. This is your medial pterygoid muscle. Moving on, we have done the four main muscles of mastication. Now we are going to do the accessory muscles of mastication. Okay, so that is the buccinator, the genohyoid, the mylohyoid, the digastric, and the platysma. So now coming to the uplight. The temporalis and masseter muscles can be palpated when you clench your teeth. Second one is that the medial and the lateral pterygoid muscles are tested if you move your lower jaw from one side to the other. Now the next time you get an SAQ1 muscles of mastication, I think you know now what to write. That is, you have to write all these four main muscles, their origin, their insertion, nerve supply, which is half of the time only mandibular nerve, won't be so difficult. Action you have to remember. You get MCQ on this. Draw two diagrams. Accessory muscles of mastication and applied. That will take care of your SCQ. Thank you very much. I hope you have understood very well.